Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Today is Cyber Monday, when most people are doing their purchases online, and hopefully they'll find some good sales. The economy is still struggling. My daughter, who works at Walmart, said that she noticed that just about everybody was using credit cards, mainly Capital One, because Capital One evidently gives them a certain amount of credit, whatever, buying back power. But she said most of the credit cards that went through for Capital One said no points earned. Disney new movie that came out over the holiday weekend, Wish, failed dramatically. I heard reports where the theater was basically empty, where movies such as Hunger Games, Songbird, and Snakes did the second week of record sales. Mostly doom and gloom type movies. Movies about survival. Speaking of survival, there in China, China's top health body urged hospitals nationwide to extend service hours and set up more clinics as a recent increase in respiratory illnesses drew global concerns. Yeah, it's been the talk. China yesterday had a teleconference with the WHO. Health officials acknowledged that hospitals are overcrowded, and to quell public concerns, they urged local clinics to enhance their capacity to accommodate the growing number of patients. Besides opening up more clinics and extending service hours, they said they were strengthening the guarantees of drug supplies. China's health ministry reiterated that the current outbreak was nothing more than acute respiratory illnesses caused by a combination of pathogens, most prominently influenza. Most of the cases have been in children between ages of 5 and 14. China has said that the recent outbreak is caused by the flu and other known pathogens, and not by a novel virus. They said it was caused by an overlapping of common viruses such as the influenza virus, rhinovirus, the respiratory syncytial virus or RSV, the adenovirus, as well as bacteria such as mycoplasma, which is a common culprit for respiratory tract infections. Meanwhile, the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which causes COVID-19, is being detected among patients older than 60, according to the health minister. The WHO did request data, but China still has not given data on this recent outbreak. Medical staff at the Tianjin Children's Hospital outpatient and emergency department reportedly handled 10,000 to 12,000 visits daily. China's claimed that mycoplasma pneumonia was behind the recent spike, which has been met with skepticism. Residents there saying that they tested negative for mycoplasma. Many people say that they suspect it's not mycoplasma because they have tried all kinds of drugs that are used to treat mycoplasma pneumonia, but none of them worked. Some people suspect that the country is grappling with the rebound of COVID-19 infections, as the infection showed similar symptoms such as a cough, fatigue, and what they call white lung. People there in China suggest that the Chinese Communist Party directed its officials and media to attribute the outbreak to other pathogens, such as mycoplasma pneumonia instead of the coronavirus, because the party's leader had declared victory in combating the pandemic. One person in our online community has been sick for about a week, and they went to the doctor, and the doctor said that they just had the flu. But because they weren't getting better, they did a home test for COVID, and the COVID test that they did came back positive. So they're really skeptical about their doctor now. They said that the doctor never even did a COVID test, said that they had a flu and an ear infection. Chinese authorities had blamed the increase in respiratory diseases on the lifting of COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. Other countries also saw a jump in respiratory diseases, such as RSV, when the pandemic restrictions ended. The WHO said China's health officials did provide the data it requested during the teleconference on Thursday. Those showed an increase in hospital administrations of children due to diseases including bacterial infections, RSV, influenza, and the common cold virus since October. Chinese officials maintained that the spike in patients had not overloaded the country's hospital, according to the WHO, even though patients there, parents of the children, have complained about long lines taking up to 8 hours to be seen by a doctor. For now, the WHO said there is too little information at the moment to properly assess the risk of these reported cases of respiratory illness in children. So I don't know, with the 3 years of lockdowns, it could just be that people's immune systems are now being exposed to different viruses where they weren't exposed over the last 3 years. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.